Come on in, y'all. Let me get this situated. I'm running just a tad bit late. Not too bad. Better late than never, they say, right? Let me fix this blind. There. Just the way I like it. Alright. So, welcome everybody. Come on in and join me to make this fantabulous yardstick centerpiece. Alright, come on, work with me here. Alright. I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. I am. I went for a short ride both yesterday and today and almost got wet both days. But hey, that's the fun in it, right? So let me know when you're here. If you're new, let me know where you're watching from. We like our new folks. Also, my name is Tammy with Unique Reads by Tammy. If you don't already know me, I welcome everybody. So come on in, let's have some fun. I'm going to walk around and point my camera down to the mat so you can see what I'm doing and not my face. Alright. So we are going to work with a full yardstick that I got at Home Depot. Okay. I don't know what this is, but it keeps popping up on my screen. Alright. Alright. Now I already took the time to place this little feller, what I like to say, on his pedestal, but he is going to be the main focus of our centerpiece. And all I did was I zip tied him to a piece of foam, and this piece of foam we are going to attach to the yardstick. Okay, now I got this last year, I believe, at Hobby Lobby. Yes, I got it last year at Hobby Lobby when it was on sale. I don't know if they have any similar to it this year. I've not looked. But Indiana? Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Well, come on in from Indiana. Alright, so he is going to be our main focus. Okay. He will be in the center, or yeah, on the center of the yardstick. Okay. I'm going to go with this beige and cream, maybe. This yellow and white stripe. We'll put some orange. And the ribbons, I haven't quite decided yet. But we have flowers, we have pumpkins, we have a little bit of everything going into this. So here's the pumpkins. Maybe a few pine cones, maybe some acorns, I don't know. Whatever I decide to throw in there. Some sunflowers. And I bought these yesterday at Walmart, so I may put some of those in there. I like the oranges and the whites and everything. And then I got some leaves. Region rat. Too funny. I'm not sure which one of these ribbons I'm going to use. I may use all of them. Okay. Just a few of them. Just not sure which ones I wanted to use, so I grabbed them all. Okay. And then this one's got different colored pumpkins on it. Alright, so there's where I stand with all of that. So I'm going to put them all back over here out of the way. Hey April, did you win the contest? Okay. Let's grab you some zip tie, or not zip ties, but some chenille stems. And what you're going to do is you're going to put one on each side, going left and right, and one straight up to the ceiling. So I'm going to go every third. Yay! And then again, I'll go every 4 inches. But, you know, you can do this any way you want to. It does not have to be the exact same way as I'm making it. The sky's the limit. Oh, really? I love the colors. I mean, they were both great, but I just loved your colors. Once I get these on here, I will go back and put a dab of glue on them, just so that they don't move. And then at the end, it's your choice if you want to put something on the back side of your yardstick. I don't always, but I sometimes will. Hey, Kathy. It's been a minute since I've been on. Okay. I lost track there for a second. Normally I would just do a half yardstick, but because I'm using the gnome, actually this is my center, so I don't need to put one here. If I get done with this fairly quickly and I still have time, I will make a wreath. Okay, so that is not counting the center because that's where the gnome is going to go. This is where he's going to sit. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 going up. Now I'm going to do one on each side, going left and right. Anybody got any good plans for the 4th? I plan to stay home. Okay, I'll show this to you as soon as I get them on here. The ones going to the side are the trickiest. They're not hard, it's just getting it to stay like you do the center ones. I don't do the full yardstick all the time. Hey, Madukes. But sometimes I like to, especially for the seasons when I'm just playing around. It's with critters, or whatever. I like to just do the half. Thank you. Appreciate you. Now you want this to be as full as possible because you don't want to see the yardstick when you're done. Okay, now I'm going to start on this side, but this is how it should look as you get it started. And my hopes are to put ribbons, bows on each end. But we will see. I found my gnome the other day when I was straightening up my room, and it was like Christmas in here. I forgot I had it. Talk about getting excited. I like finding things. What I was doing was looking for stuff to make my Jack Skellington wreath. Because I didn't want to order stuff if I already had it. Turns out I didn't have any of it. So we ordered. The only thing I have are skulls. I've got a lot that I need to do before the middle of the month. I've got a show coming up on the 22nd. Pretty excited, as I always am. Alright, so this is what we got. Okay, so here's what we got. Now I like to try to push them together as close as I can. Set those aside for the moment. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dab of blue all down the center of it, and then on each side, just to help hold it so these don't move. Hey, hey. Okay. Now this is not necessary. It's just something I like to do to help keep everything in place. Hey, Dawn. Hi, Faye. Welcome in, y'all. If you're new, welcome to the page. If you're not new, welcome to the page. I love all my people. All right. Now that we've got all these in, I did them every 4 inches. So while this dries, I'm going to cut my mesh. It's 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. So there's 21 ties. Let's see, how long do I want to cut my mesh? I did not. I forget what size I have this cut at, because I want to mix my mesh up. Cut at 11 and a half, it looks like. All right, so 12 inches. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. Oh wow, it was in the 90s here. I'm gonna cut these at 12 inches. I don't generally do much for the 4th. Oh wow. It's supposed to rain here sometime later. So I've got 7 of these. And what I like to do is I like to mix them up all the way around. I'm going to try to use up the rest of this roll before I open the new one. I've never been to Maine. I think if I ever visited, I'd love it. That would be cool. They would probably invite you in, as long as you'd make them a wreath. There's 4. me a nice edge. And this mesh likes to stick to itself. Lovely. There you go. One, two, three, four. This table piece is not spoken for, so anybody that is interested in it after the live, let me know. And why is this not working? Well, it would help if I had it plugged in. There we go. Now it'll work. What part of Georgia are you? I'm up in North Georgia, by the Tennessee-North Carolina line. So if she's going to bring you one, she's got to bring me one too, because I love her wreaths also. All of these are cut at 7 inches. I mean at 7. Cutting 7 at 12 inches. That's right, I remember now. Wreath for food, I'd probably do the same thing. Alright, I'm just going to get these up out of the way so that you guys can see what I'm doing here in just a minute. In October I will be in Florida. I think the 2nd or 3rd week of October for fall break. Now we're getting warm. All right. Get our yardstick. I'm going to start down here. Maybe I should have done 4 colors. That would have been cool. Nah, we'll just do it like this. You're just going to put your curl side down. Or you can flip it over and roll it a couple times. Oh wow. You know, I've never been to Amelia Island. I want to go. And I'm just going to alternate my colors all the way down. Are they? I've never been. Actually, I think I want them to go this way. Changing my mind. No, maybe, you know what? Never mind. Scratch that thought. This will get covered up. Because I will go back across the top. Nope. I just tied them on and then put a dab of glue just to hold them and keep them from moving. Hi, Linda. Continuing on the same pattern. I have a cousin and some family that lives in Jacksonville. Right. I'm making a gnome centerpiece. Hang on, I'll show you the gnome. I went ahead and put him on a piece of foam. But he is who we're working with. Hey, hey. Thank you. I found him. I bought him last year, but I was cleaning my room the other day and looking for stuff to make a jack wreath and stumbled across it along with a snowman, an elf, a bunch of little Santa Clauses. You name it, I found it. Alright, so that's the top. When I get the sides on, I'm going to go back and make for the top. And what I may do is pick a different color to put on the top, just so that it gives it a little bit more of a something. Don't know what that something's going to be, but I'm still going to alternate my colors. Yes, ma'am. One of my favorite things to do. Hey, Donna. I do the same thing. I do the same thing. Thank you. Okay, it does not have to be perfect. There will be ribbon tails. There will be something across the top that will help hold these down as well. I know I was thinking about doing a Christmas wreath for the Christmas in July, but I don't know. I'm not in the mood for Christmas yet. You want to pull this as tight as you can. I mean, here in Georgia, it just finally found, it finally found summer. Pretty crazy. Alright, now I'm just going to do the same thing on this side, and then I will rotate my swag over. Now, since I did orange on the other side, I'm going to do yellow on this side. Exactly. Yeah, I think it was 90 here today. I don't know what the heat index was. We rode until it looked like it was going to rain, so then we headed back. Me too. Since I did orange on the other side and yellow in the middle, I'm going to do the beige in here. There's three. I did it every 4 inches, and there's three. One to the left, one to the right, and one straight up. You didn't get swamp butt, did you? I did yesterday. I've got a show it this month, but I'll take the Christmas that I already have. But that's it. I got off the bike yesterday and I was so sweaty and so hot that my legs left an imprint on the bike, on the seat of the bike. That's how sweaty I was. Oh yeah? I did that wrong. This side's supposed to be orange. So let me move this over to the other one, because it's supposed to go here. It was sad. I hate it when I get so hot my clothes stick to me. I can't stand that. You're welcome. Thank you, my dukes, helping me explain that. Okay, so that's this side. See? Now all I gotta do is go back and put some on the top. Have you not? Well, you're in the right place, my friend. Okay, now I'm gonna work on this side. We're gonna put orange over here. I love making yardstick centerpieces. Thank you. Once I get them all on here, then I will put my gnome, and then we will play around with all the florals and the ribbons and things like that. Did I do that backwards? I did. You'd have to make the box to fit it. And it wouldn't be hard. Yeah, it's supposed to storm here later. Yesterday it stormed pretty good. I mean, you can cut a box down to fit it. It'd be like a 30-inch by, or a 36-inch by, let's see. You could do a 36 by 10. Those of you that have a business page, you are more than welcome to post your page so others can find you, see you, watch you if you do a live. I have no hard feelings for that. I enjoy seeing what everybody else does. So feel free to drop your link. It's a learning process. It took me a while to remember too. Turn this down. Now I know why I'm getting a headache. Let me turn my fan up. Hang on just a second. Y'all keep Teresa Hammond in your prayers. Her husband's been sick and in the hospital. That's why she's not on. That's weird. I will be there to watch. Her and I have become really close friends, and she would FaceTime me while I was at the hospital, and but yeah, her husband's been sick. He fell the other day, so he's been in the hospital. So it means a lot to her if we all pray for her. I cut one shy there, y'all. Why didn't you catch that? Thank you, ladies. We gotta stick together as ladies. All right. Yeah, I've seen that. Everybody's losing somebody here lately. Kelly lost her dad. Patricia lost her aunt. There's been so much of it here lately. And everybody's been in my prayers. Started in 2017. I didn't start doing lives until 21. So it's been a while. In 2021 I would start to do lives, but I was terrified. So in 22 is when I got consistent with it. Thank you. I didn't keep my first wreath. It was a sunflower, and let me tell you, that was something to see. Oh, really? And Cindy, you've got a friend who's sick too, don't you? Yes, that's what I thought I saw you say. Bless her heart. She needs a miracle. I almost lost my husband in 2020 due to COVID. Let me cut an orange. Y'all, I almost screamed like a little girl. There's a spider on my wall. I do not like spiders. He just crawled into one of my wreaths. Good thing he didn't come out of there when I was searching for ribbons. No, I'd end up tearing up my craft room trying to get it. He don't eat much. I'll leave him alone for right now. As long as he don't come across my table, we're good. Yeah, I don't like spiders, but I don't know where he went. I'm not going to go searching for him. I'm going to keep going and just hope he doesn't come across my table, because you will see me scream like a little girl. Alright, so there I've got everything on both sides ready to go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of mesh to do across the top. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. And I think ick. Let's see here. Let me go with the beige. Hey, Kim. And I'm not going to cut them near as long. I'm only going to cut them 10 inches instead of 12. No. I can't say that I have ever talked to a spider. Yeah, exactly. I'd probably burn the house down too. It's funny, the little bitty ones don't bother me, but the bigger ones do. How are you, Kim? And I keep looking over at the wall, thinking he's going to come out. Be right back. Yeah, I don't know where he went. I just moved the wreath around that I think he went into, and I don't see him. So next time I move that wreath, I'm going to move it really, really slow. That's good. I don't know where it's at. It sort of got me wigged out a little. I won't tell nobody. Your secret's safe with me. I'm feeling pretty good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I'll play with ants and things like that, but a spider, no thank you. Alright, so now I'm going to go across the top, all the way across, so that it hides everything in the middle. And this time I'm just going to scrunch it. Just like that. Yeah, he is. It messed with his nervous system for his legs, or one of his legs. So he has a hard time with that. But other than that, he's pretty good. If I had not had gone with my gut feeling that night, he'd have been dead the next morning. Something told me to go in there and check on him. The day before, I had taken him to the emergency room because he wasn't eating or drinking. So the natural thing for me to do was to get him hydrated. Well, he was sleeping pretty good, so I left him alone. And when I went to check on him, he wasn't moving around a whole lot, so I went with my gut and took him to the hospital. And if I hadn't have, he'd have died that night. Oh no. He was a gray color. So his oxygen level had dropped tremendously. I don't think I like this. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. And then they had to sedate him and tube him, and he was out for like 5 days to let his lungs heal. Because, I mean, it was bad. Never been so scared in my life. Yep. I didn't even eat supper that night. Something told me to go in my room and check on him. Yeah, he's doing a lot better now. Yes. I always go with my gut. The same thing with me. If you last month, I knew something wasn't right, and I told him, said something's not right. I shouldn't be this sick. Not with a stomach flu. Turns out it was my gallbladder all along. But you know what? God works in mysterious ways. We're both okay. We're both doing well. We're both healthy. That's all anybody can ask for. Always listen to your gut. It never lies. I'm just kind of sort of taking these and tucking them a little bit and intertwining them back and forth. Yes, he is. He's an awesome God. I may not make it to church every Sunday, but I do believe and I do pray and I am saved. And I think and believe that you can pray and praise him and do all of that in your own time, in your own space. I don't think he cares where you do it as long as you praise him and give him thanks for all the glory. All right. Have a good afternoon. Thank you. Oh no. I would have, oh my God, I would have screamed like a little girl. For a fact. Them little tiny spiders, it's hard to tell until you swat it, and then they go everywhere. And there's like a million of them. Oh my goodness. I would have to say I probably would have been laughing too. But at the same time, I think I'd have been freaking out with you. Okay, this is all of the top. Okay, we're not going to get rid of our ties because we are more than likely going to use those for our flowers. But here's what we have so far. Right. Thank you. And that's what the bottom looks like. When you're done, you can go back and cover this up. It's totally up to you. Now, let's see where we want to put him. I think I like him facing me. So here's what I'm gonna do. Thank you. Before I attach them, I'm gonna put a dab of glue just to help secure him. Right there in the front. And I'm going to burn his butt. That's freaking hilarious. So I'm going to push this down a minute so it'll take hold. Oh my God, there it is. As long as he stays over there. Over there. Yes. I don't have any hairspray. He'll fall on my table. I keep looking at everything. He's a creepy little devil. It does not seem like I've been on here an hour, guys. Okay. Okay. Easier if he's facing me, I think. Whoops. Gnome down. My plan isn't working, y'all. just a second. Bear with me a second. Trying to get him to attach is the hardest part. All right. Once we get everything on here, I think it will help secure it some. But here he is. Now I'm going to go on the side and do the same thing. Okay. Okay, let that set up just a bit. Oh boy. What is it, Chloe? So what are y'all up to? Let's talk while we wait for this to set up. Let's do some chit-chatting. The back side of this and the front side, I am going to put flowers or leaves or something like that to help cover up that green. See it from this view. Alrighty. Yep, I did zip ties. I went through the bottom side of him and it zip tied it to the floral stuff, whatever you call it, foam. And then I zip tied them on the bottom to the yardstick. Thank you. Now I've got glue all the way around, trying to secure it as best as I can to keep it from moving. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, we're going to cut some ribbon tails. And I think I wanted to see if this was. Thank you. I wanted to see if this had wire in it. It doesn't, but I think it'll still be pretty. Okay. I think I'm going to go with these two. Maybe I've got enough. I don't do ribbon tails on the top, but I do it down each side. And because I want them to show, we're going to go 13 inches. So I'm going to cut 7 of them at 13 inches. I don't have any. I've got green. I do have green ribbon. Alright, hold on. Let me tear up my room for a minute. Bear with me. Okay. So I have this. So I can do this, these two together instead. Which I think is perfect. I like those together. Alright, so 13 inches. And what I may do, just for the fun of it, is put some of this on there too. The leaves. Hey, Susan. Turn my glue pot down. I got it at Hobby Lobby last year. So you need 14 of these. How are you? Thank you. Okay, there's 7. Let's do 7 more. And these are at 13 inches. Chilly, you say? Is it cold where you are? Oh, have you? I'm short. So what I may do, hold tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may not put it on the very end. Or I may not put them right here so that I have room for my leaves. I don't have any more of this color. So I've got 10. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I may do one on each end, opposite. Oh yeah? We're going to make this work, y'all. And I'm just dovetailing my ends. I do. They'll be here on Facebook or on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is the same as my Facebook business page. Subscribe to my channel and you will see all of them. And this has glitter on it so you can tell which side's up. However, this is the first time I've done it with a gnome. It is. I did the full yardstick this time instead of a half. You'll see on my YouTube page where I've done both. You're fine. I probably could do the paint stick, but I've never done it. To me, it's the same as doing it on the yardstick. To me, the yardstick's a little thicker, in my opinion. I started making yardstick swags last year. And I like to do the swags, but most of all, I love doing centerpieces with them. With critters. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah? Uh-oh. Even on the... Do you have a fireplace mantle? Well, that stinks. I made one last year with cardinals. What is up with this? Let's see if I got another leaves in my stash. I don't have leaves, but I got pumpkins. I'm gonna go with it. Nah, I don't like it. I'll just put the leaves in every other one. So this stuff was given to me, so I don't have like full rolls or anything like that. So there's 8. All right. Catch you later. All right, let me dovetail these and then we'll get started. I had a late lunch, so I'm far from hungry. I need 7 on each side, so that's 14. I've only got 10. So I'm short 4. But it's okay, because I will make it work. That's right. I'm good at it. Because I may take and do every other, and then again, I don't know. We'll see. I definitely want one on each end. I want them on each end, so I will make that work. Because then my bow is going to come off the top of each end. So this has glitter in it. Don't know if you can see the glitter. Probably not. Let me fix these. Thank you. Let's see what I did there. So, with him here, I'm going to start on the end. And you're just going to put it in there and tie it in. Because it's not the same color. Hang on, I'll show you. What did I do with it? I just had it. Oh, it's right here. It's okay, because it's floppy. Thank you. So we're just not going to do it. I have another leaf, but it's not the same color. It's not this one. It's a different style. I'm going to turn it around because I want one on this end. So I'm just going to make it work. Thank you, Tweety. All right. Give it a couple of twists and then pull it out. Okay, and that's what I've got so far. So I put it on each end. So I'm going to go down here now to this end and do the same thing, and then I'll work the middle. See, I chose this color because it matches his hat, the brim of his hat. I like working with 3 ribbons at the same time. It gives it a whole different dimension. I do. Yep, I'm still here. Okay. Yes. Yeah, April, she's still here. She's just quiet. Unusually quiet. April, you're unusually quiet. Okay, I'm not going to cut my chenille stems just yet because I'm not sure yet what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do now is I did one on the end. I'm going to skip this one and do the next one. Then skip that one and do one there. So hopefully I'll have enough to do both sides. We'll see. I have a feeling it's fixing to storm. I have got a major headache. Let's see here. That's because it is. I thought I heard it thundering. Right? Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me go get an ibuprofen. Talk amongst yourselves. About halfway. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry. There you go. See which one of you makes the best one. They're easy and they're fun. And I always tell people that sky's the limit with them. April, I'd like to see you guys do that tonight. Go run to the store and get you some yardsticks. Well, I wouldn't run. I'd drive. I'll be doing some here in a few weeks with scarecrows. Alright, skipping one. Now I'm going to go right here. Can everybody still see exactly what I'm doing? If I'm blocking the view, I am totally sorry. I think I'm going to go this way, skip this one and put it right here. Okay, thank you. want more on the front than I do the back. However, I do want it to be as even as possible. There you go. It would be fun to see what you guys come up with. It's thundering, y'all. Maybe I won't get knocked off my live. Ouch. Yeah, I did scarecrows last year, and I think I did them live. I did a male and a female one, and they turned out really pretty. And I sold both of them. Hi, Helen. Thank you. Alright, so the ones that I didn't put anything in, as far as with the leaves, I'm going to use just the plain ones. And then the rest have leaves, so it's going to be, and I may even cut up some of the pumpkins just to make it a little different. So it is fixing a storm here, so if I get cut off from my live, I will wait till the storm finishes and then I will come back on. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's fixing a storm here. I hear it thundering. Probably why I have a headache. This one, because there's going to be more detail in it, probably about 65. My smaller ones usually run about 50. Bigger ones usually about 65, 70. It just depends on what you put in it. And mine's going to have quite a bit in it. This ain't even, I'm only halfway done. I still got my flowers to do, pumpkins, and my bows. Because I want a bow on each end. Uh-oh. Still? It stormed here pretty good Friday. But we're under a severe watch until 9 o'clock tonight, Eastern time. Alright, so where do I want to put this? Oh, wow. Okay, let me see here. Let me see here. Maybe I won't use these. I think I'm skipping them. Save them for another project. Let me clean up my mess a second. I have, let's see, let me move him out of the way. Here's what we have so far. We've got our ribbon tails in there. Got our gnome. Okay, so I have leaves. I guess these are mums. Yep, these are mums. I have some sunflowers, pumpkins, acorns, you know, stuff like that. Thank you. So let me, oh yeah, gourds. So what I'm going to do, right quick, is cut some of these leaves off. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. I plan on using all of this. And even if I don't, I'll save it for another project, but I'm going to cut them all up anyway. Okay, so we've got our leaves cut, and they came from Walmart. I bought them yesterday. Let's cut our flowers. They came from Walmart as well. Okay. Now, I'm going to move these out of the way because I want to work with the leaves first. Alright, so first off, look for all my leaves. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them right here in the front. Alright, I want these first. because I want to fill in this green space. Okay, just like that. Now take some of these bright ones. $21. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 17, 18. Yes, 21. And just start placing them wherever your heart desires. There's no right or wrong to this. Okay. I am going to cut this though. Yes. But you can however you want. You don't have to do it the same way. I've done it where I've used one color of mesh instead of 3 different colors. It's just whatever, whatever makes you happy. And right now the goal is to clean up the back, cover up as much of that green as you possibly can. I took a piece of that floral foam and zip tied him to it. I basically took the felt from his body and poked a hole and then pushed the zip tie through to help hold him in. And then I zip tied him to the yardstick. Y'all hear that thunder? Okay, so now that I've got that, I don't want to cut my chenille, well, I don't want to cut my chenille stems off the top just yet because I'm going to use them to help hold things in. Now I'm going to take these white flowers, and I'm just going to push it in there. Okay. Uh-oh. Bear with me. And you basically just want to put your stuff in any way you want to. It does not have to be exactly the same as mine. I just want him to look like he's surrounded by all kinds of pretty leaves and flowers. Here's what we have so far. Same on the side. I have a white flower. Now I'm going to put this red one back there. Like I said, guys, there's no right or wrong way to do this. It really is just your preference on where you want your stuff to set. Thank you. There, that's the front of it. And that's how I'm going to leave that around him like that. Okay, now I'm just going to fill it in here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and cut these because I think I'm not going to cut the very end because that's where my bows are going to go. But I'm going to cut these and poke them down. Then when I get done, I'll worry about the outside. Right now, I'm just worried about the inside. And you're just going to take your leaves and put them in there however you want. Stick them down in there. I'm going to be moving this around a lot, and I'm sorry, but I have to in order to get these where I want them. Okay, and this you want to leave uncovered because that's where your bow is going to go. Now I'm going to take you want to make both sides as even as possible for your placements. Well, that stinks. Your flowers do not have to be perfect. They don't have to be perfectly matched. My bow, I'm going to put my sunflowers in. I did on my, I don't know if Cindy remembers, but I did when I made the cardinal swags last year for Christmas. And I took it to one of my shows and it sold very quickly. Okay. Now I'm going to take a pumpkin. Let me fix this side real quick. It's just hard to glue them in because, you know, you can't, I don't know, you can't turn them on and off. So I have just set them in there to show people what they look like, and then, you know, then they just buy them and do whatever they want with them. I've not done one of those yet. Oh, gotcha. Yep, I can do that. Hey, Teresa. Yep, I'm still here 2 hours later. I think so too. Okay. Okay, so now I need to doesn't want to go through there. I know. I was at Walmart yesterday and they're crazy up in there. Yes, that was pretty cool. Alright, so let me put a leaf right here. I'll work on the back side in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take these off. This one. And not that one. That wind is something else. The thunder's loud too. Oh, I know. I went yesterday to Walmart and it was crazy. You couldn't even stir them with a stick. There were so many people. It's all right, Chloe. Ow. Supposed to put it in there and not glue your fingers, Tammy. My lights are flickering, y'all. I could be fixing to lose power. Just a heads up. I hope not, but there's a heads up just in case. Alright, lights, quit flickering. Okay. Y'all hear that? I'm awake.